Petey, let's go. Hey everybody, it's Dale and Petey out. We're out for a walk here in northeast London this morning. Wanted to bring you the Monday market update, and also it's going to be a bit of a longer video today as we've got the August stats pack was released after last Monday's market update. So we'll dive into that a little bit as well. So last weekend we had the London Air Show, and you probably heard or saw the snowbirds buzzing around. I had a giant helicopter, I have no idea what it was, like a big gunship, fly over my house about 4 times in a row. It shook the whole neighborhood. Pretty cool air show. I hope you guys got out to check it out. It was also NFL kickoff weekend, so just like every sports fan in any league, after your team wins one game, we're playoff bound, baby. Go Packers. Let's get into some stats here. So the August stats pack came out. We had 3.2% fewer sales than in August of 2022. So sales are down a little bit for this time of year, but even more surprising or impactful is that new listings are up 13.2%. So sales are down, new listings are up. That means a lot more options for buyers out there and more competition if you are a seller. That also increased our listing inventory from 2.9 to 3.4 months. So becoming more of a balanced market, even more so. The Bank of Canada also held their overnight rate, their lending rate at 5% after 10 straight increases. Most of them were 0.25 to 0.5% increases each time. So finally, they might be slowing down. They're expecting to hold probably the remainder of this year. And then there's rumblings that it may start to drop. Interest rates may start to drop in the new year a little bit. I wouldn't expect them to come down too quickly, because when interest rates drop, guess what house prices do? They pretty much work in opposite effect. But when rates are lower, that also means buyers have more buying power, right? So it gets more competitive again on the buyer side when rates start to drop. So we also saw LSTARS, so London St. Thomas Association of Realtors. Our sales to new listings ratio dropped to 46.9%. So for every new listing that's coming up, less than half of those are actually selling, at least in a reasonable amount of time. I'm sure the market's going to start picking up as it traditionally does in September, which is now. We're now into the second week of September here. We're mid-month, I guess. We're getting close to it. So expect to see pretty much the second week of school, which is this week. We often see, families are settled back into a routine. They start thinking about, hey, maybe now's a good time to list our home to get moved into a new home before the snow flies or before Christmas hits, and we can get settled in at that point. So expect to see even more listings hitting the market in the near future would be my expectation. So again, this gives buyers a lot more options to look at, right? But we are now entering into the fall market. So over the last week, just in London, we've got an average price, for LSTAR, we have an average price of 663,663. So 663,663, which is actually up 4.2% over last year, August of last year. So prices are down slightly from July, but we're up year over year. We're up 4.2%. So in the past week in London, we saw 222 new listings hit the system, which is actually up pretty substantially from the couple of weeks before that. And we only had 66 of those sell. So quick math, what's that? Like a third, 25% maybe, of new listings that have actually sold in the past week. And we also had 50 conditional sales. So offers accepted with conditions on them. We are starting to see more that are conditional on the sale of a house, and definitely on financing, home inspection, insurance, which is good. That's good. It helps protect the buyers and helps protect the sellers too, because you want to know that the person buying your home is fully qualified to do so, right? You don't want any surprises at closing. So again, reach out. Our stats pack is over 700 pages long. So if you really want to do a deep dive into them, reach out to us. We'd be happy to share more information with you. If you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, reach out. We're always happy to chat. Have a great week.